Striking. Rolling speed. Marker.
Crossphase Productions is kind of just like a collective of a bunch of guys who just want to bring filmmaking to all sorts of little production.
I wouldn't call it a production company, I would just call it as something where a group of artists are just working together and trying to make something great.
There's 4 of us, and we work together to do different projects for music videos, commercials, and whatever we need to do with the camera, basically.
Jonathan Hanford and me, we met at Hofstra University. We were both teaching teenagers film for the Documenting Diversity program. We were student teachers, and we met then, and obviously we both were into filmmaking, so we developed a relationship there, and then we decided to work on projects together, and then, Crossphase came out of that.
Right after I graduated college, I was working at the Apple store, and I actually ended up getting fired. And my friend James asked to borrow my camera, and I was like, well, if you want to borrow my camera, you can borrow me.
We shot the first video called Do It Big in this random town in the Bronx.
So I come on this shoot, and this bright-eyed, bushy-tailed kid from the suburbs, straight out of TV school, is like, oh, we're gonna shoot this hip-hop video. And we're shooting green screen in the living room of a frat house with the smallest green screen known to man taped to the wall, and this bad little Sony camera on like a Best Buy tripod. And we did a couple more shoots on that. We did one for this guy, Mr. Lift.
That was our first music video to make it to broadcast on MTV2.
And it was like one of the biggest productions that I thought we put on. And the greatest thing about it was you saw how each one of us put our effort in to actually, make this happen.
I put it all on the line.
About a year ago, I bought the 7D, and I minored in photography. It's like, you mean I could shoot video? Like I take photos now? And I went outside and it had just snowed, and I filmed a bunch of guys running into a wall we made out of snow, and it was nothing, but James saw the footage and his eyes lit up, and he's like, we have to do stuff with this. And from there, it just ramped up and up more. Crossphase
Kind of came together out of necessity. We realized that we were really the only filmmakers we knew working at the level we wanted to work at. There really wasn't anyone else. It was like we were kind of on this cutting edge, and I started to notice that people's individual talents were exactly what we needed.
When you kind of come together as a bunch of people who all can do it yourselves, but you're working together, you get something that's greater than the sum of its parts.
We all practice a lot our individual talents as hobbies, and then it translates easily to the professional level.
Quite frankly, it's addictive, and that's probably why we keep doing this.
No one ever told us we could do this or we can't. We just set out to do it, and I guess the toughest thing is the fact that we have to write our own rules as we go, but that's also what's making it work. So